A Chinook helicopter arriving at the RAF Air Force Museum in Hendon, marking 90 years of Britain's armed air services. On board were staff bringing veterans' badges to 26 people who served Britain during that time. The veterans were being honoured for their contribution to 9 decades of Britain's air services.
We trot out the phrase very often about people are our most important asset. They are. And it's they that have made the RAF in the past wield the effect that it has in lots of campaigns. And so people, as ever, are the thing, they're our lifeblood. And not to recognise all that they've done for us, in some cases just 3 or 4 years. Some of these veterans serve for 30 or 40 years.
While the veterans receiving their badge were part of the past, today's RAF has radically transformed to meet the global threat of modern warfare.
We have changed a lot, particularly since the end of the Cold War, and indeed any service that wants to remain relevant has to do exactly that. So we are in the middle of transforming ourselves. It'll never finish because any service that stands still will eventually become irrelevant, and we won't allow that to happen.
Britain's Veterans Minister paid tribute to the past and present contribution of RAF servicemen.
Today, we're seeing in Iraq and Afghanistan an amazing amount of heroics, bravery, steadfastness and professionalism for our armed forces. And of course that includes the Royal Air Force as well in their support to the ground forces and elsewhere. And I've witnessed this myself when I've been out to Iraq and Afghanistan. So from the First World War to today, the RAF is doing an amazing job supporting the rest of our armed forces and carrying out their operations as well.
For the veterans receiving their honorary badge, the RAF played a crucial role in their lives.
It was an ambition initially from schoolboy days. I mean, when I was a young boy, to be an aviator was the ultimate, basically. We had all our pin-ups, and I was lucky I got in early and soldiered on right through.
I was involved with flight refueling at Royal Air Force Pembrey, routine maintenance and supply of food and logistics. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. In actual fact, many of the times it was a really good skive.
It was a great disappointment that I wore glasses, so I couldn't be a pilot. But it meant everything in the world because I didn't wish to go in the army, and so Royal Air Force was the service to serve in.
To mark the 90th anniversary, there was also a flypast by the Royal Air Force Red Arrows along the River Thames. It's the first time they flew in formation using 4 Typhoon aircraft. It emphasises the long-standing importance of the RAF for Britain's continuing military effort.